Hello, good day. For this day, we are going to learn about information and communication technology with Teacher Shy. Lesson 1: Introduction to Information and Communication Technology, or ICT. Number 1: What is ICT? Usage of ICT in daily life. Number 2: Evolution of ICT. Number 3: Current state of ICT. And number 4: the social media. What is ICT? Technology required for information processing, use of electronic computers, communication devices, and etc. Information such as reading books, communication, sharing with friends, technology, email findings. Usage of ICT in daily life. Education. Teachers use computers to research and students for reference tools. Banking, ATM and pay by phone. Industry, e-commerce. Other sector, architecture. Arts, career. Government, healthcare, home, law enforcement, transportation, and travel. Evolution of ICT. Pre-mechanical period, dated 3000 BCE to 1450 CE. Humans started communicating with one another using words and pictograms carved in rocks. Abacus is considered to be the first counting device similar to the modern calculator and process information. Second period, mechanical period, dated 1450 to 1840. It highlights the advent of the mechanical calculator called Pascaline. The analytical engine, first invented by Charles Babbage in 1837, contained features such as the arithmetic logic unit, control flow, composed of conditional branching and loops, and integrated memory. Evolution of ICT. For the first picture, a mechanical calculator which was invented by the famous mathematician inventor Blaise Pascal along with Wilhelm Schechat. Second picture, analytical engine, the first programmable mechanical computer. Electromechanical period, dated 1840 to 1940. Telegraph was considered the first electrical communications device that used electricity to transmit information over an electrical media. Information is coded in sounds of dots, spaces, and dashes over wired, eventually wireless media. In 1844, Samuel Morse, an American inventor, introduced the first single-circuit telegraph, which gave rise to the Morse code. First picture, Telegraph invented by William Cooke and Sir Charles Wheatstone. Alexander Graham Bell was granted the patent for the telephone. It enables voice transmission over long distances. The bomb was invented in 1939 by Alan Turing and improved by Gordon Welchman. It was used to decipher the code that was generated by a similar German encryption machine, the Enigma, during World War II. The next period is the electronic period, or electronic digital computers, dated 1940 to present. In computer science, a digital electronic computer is a computer machine which is both an electronic computer and a digital computer. The electronic period was divided into 6 generations. First generation, 1940 to 1956. First generation of computer were huge, slow, expensive, and often unreliable. 1946, two Americans, Presper Eckert and William Mauchly, built the ENIAC, or Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It uses vacuum tube instead of mechanical switches of the Mark I. In 1951, Eckert and Mauchly built the UNIVAC, which could calculate at the rate of 10,000 addition per second. Second generation, dated 1956 to 1963. John Burdeen, Walter Hauser Brattain, and William Shockley. In the third generation, that is 1964 to 1971. In the third generation era, the IBM 370 series were introduced in 1964. It came in several models and sizes. It was used for business and scientific programs. Other computer models introduced were CDC 7600 and B2500. The development of integrated circuit, or IC, signaled the beginning of the third generation computers. Silicon chips were manufactured in 1961 at the Silicon Valley. Then came the integrated circuit technology, which had reduced the size and cost of computers. In the fourth generation, that is 1971 to present, in 1971, Intel created the first microprocessor. In 1976, Steve Jobs built the first Apple computer. Then, in 1981, IBM introduced its first personal computer. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Michael Dell. During the fourth generation, hardware technology such as silicon chips, microprocessor, and storage devices were invented. A microprocessor is a specialized chip which is developed for computer memory and logic. For the fifth generation that is present, silicon chips, processor, robotics, virtual reality, intelligent systems, programs which translate languages. For the new era computer, supercomputers, mainframe computers, mini computers, personal computers, mobile computers. Current state of ICT, the World Wide Web. World Wide Web, or triple W by name, the web, the leading information retrieval service of the Internet, the World Wide Computer Network. World Wide Web versus Internet. The Internet is a global network of networks, while the web, also referred formally as World Wide Web or triple W, is a collection of information which is accessed via the Internet. Why people access the web? First is directions. Second, instructions. Third, information. Fourth, entertainment. Fifth, communication and transmission of information. First, Web 1, that is read-only web. So information or hypertext file is accessed by the user. No user interaction. That is static. You can only read text and look at photos, but the user cannot interact with it to obtain information. Feedback mechanism was through private email, and direct comment was not available. Second is Web 2, that is read-write web, first used in 2004, a means to interact and communicate with people in virtual community, allowing social connection around the globe. Beginning of wide use of social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Virtual community. Web pages are now written using web programs such as PHP, Python, Ruby, or Perl, all dynamic program language. Easy sharing of photos, videos, stories, and opinions over the web. Feedback mechanism was through private email, and direct comment was still not available. Next is Web 3, that is read, write, execute web or semantic web. Data-driven web content and response. The context of the search of the user is processed by a programming language to help the user by presenting options of what the person is interested in. Next is the social media. Social media is a collection of internet based communication tools and computer assisted channels dedicated to allow users to interact, communicate, and share information in a virtual community and network. For the social media, Facebook. Facebook is a social networking site that makes it easy for you to connect and share with family and friends online. Originally designed for college students, Facebook or FB was created in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg while he was enrolled at Harvard University. Next is Twitter. Twitter is an American microblogging and social networking service on which users post and interact with messages known as tweets. Tweets were originally restricted to 140 characters, but on November 7, 2017, this limit was doubled to 280 for all languages except Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Next is Instagram or IG. It is a free photo and video sharing app available on Apple iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. People can upload photos or videos to the service and share them with their followers or with select group of friends. Next is Snapchat. It is a mobile messaging application used to share photos, videos, text, and drawings. Snapchat is a multimedia messaging app used globally. That is all for today. Thank you so much.